My name is Mahmudul Kabir. I'm the country director of TdH Netherlands in Bangladesh, and we are a part of Down to Zero program implementing in Bangladesh. Bangladesh, it's one of the fastest growing economy in the world nowadays, and behind our GDP growth, it's the RMG sector, the formal sector, which is we claim that we are contributing, but in the informal sector, child labor is huge. We got about 1.7 million child labor, and out of that 1.2 million are working in the worst forms of child labor. This is the hub for all kinds of exploitation of children, because children from the child labor, they move to trafficking, sexual exploitation. Child marriage is another area. There is a policy of child labor elimination policy, but it's not really very effective because the government doesn't really have adequate resources and capacities even to control, to monitor the formal sector. So we have been trying, and we've been successful in bringing the informal sector into the notice of the government so that they are included in the National Plan of Action. Another area is also actually the child domestic workers. They are highly vulnerable for sexual abuse and exploitation. Online is another area which is also very informal. That's a huge, and I think a lot to be done in the informal sector, which is very much neglected. So I think it's also the CSOs, the communities, and also by the government and the private sector all together. We need to do a lot of work. This responsibility is given to Ministry of Women and Children Affairs, Social Welfare Department, and also the Labor Department. So it's spread. The CSOs are working on the child protection issues, but there is a lack of coordination. Government is not really very strong in making the private sector responsible for the child labor in the informal sector. It starts from the community, it starts from the mindset of the people, is the push factor, pull factor. The buyers, they should also actually look at more, particularly about the informal sector when they buy stuff from the formal sector, the outsourcing which comes from the informal sector of child labor.